You right guys, how are we all doing? It's Andy here from Peninsula Painting Projects and welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video we're going to have a little look at the new replacement for Warhammer Conquest when that finishes. So this is a Hatchet Partworks and Games Workshop collaboration, and this is going to be for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, and it appears it's going to be called Mortal Realms, which is very interesting. So we're going to take a look at what models we're getting, what's in the magazine. Let's see how informative this is, because I don't know that much about Age of Sigmar. I know a little bit, but I don't know as much as I should do. Not only that, I'm going to see how much money we're saving, because I think that's the main thing for most people. Saving money, learning to play, and learning about the game. So let's have a little look on the back of here. So normally I do this at the end, but this is what you get in issue 1. Issue 2, issue 3 and issue 4. So that's how that is. And you know, you are getting a fair bit in the first 4 issues. So I might subscribe to this, depending on how much we're going to save. So let's rip this magazine off here. Let's rip the plastic off here. Let's have a little look at this first. I've been dying to do this. One of my close friends, Alan, who's a subscriber to the channel, who's actually from Liverpool. I live on the Wirral, so we're basically across the Mersey from each other, the River Mersey. He actually saw me in Liverpool one time. I was shopping with my friend, he was out shopping, and we bumped into each other. He actually recognised me, which was great. It was a great feeling. And we became friends ever since. And I really appreciate you picking this up for me, mate, so thanks very much. So we've got some bases here, and they're all on the floor. We've got the normal 25mm bases, and then we've got some models here. So I had to do a quick Google. Oh, we've got some dice as well. So let's see what we're going to roll score on this. Can we get a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 and a 6? We've got a 6, a 5, another 5, 2 3s, and a 1. Not too bad, eh? If that was only in game, it would be a lot better. So these are the easy to build Chainrasp Horde. So these are obviously, they've been dyed in like the gloomy night gloom colour, which is pretty good. You know, if you want to buy this and just assemble them and then paint them next year, like, you know, that's what we all do. We buy stuff, paint it in a year's time. At least it's coloured. So, you know, I didn't mind this. I was having a little mess around them before, and the plastic does actually seem a little bit different to what Games Workshop normally produces. It doesn't seem to be the same plastic. I don't think it does anyway, to be honest. But yeah, so let's have a look at the detail. Nice skull face there, chain, bit of a sword. This guy here is gonna, you know, the ball and chain wrapped around his neck and his arm. And where's the champion? I think the champion's one with the sword, is it? That might, oh. There's a bear, there's like a flag type of bear type of thing, that's him there. And then I'm sure it's this one with the sword. So where's his front? I can't find it. But yeah, I think there's meant to be like some sort of like a boss guy, and another guy says 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't even count because there's fronts and backs here. But that's apparently, this retails at £25, which I think is pretty cool. I can see the stuff breaking because obviously they're very thin, but you just take care of your models, don't you? And as he says that, he's going to drop it on the floor. Next thing, we've got the easy to build Stormcast Sequitors. Now these are beautiful models. Where's the female Stormcast? She is absolutely beautiful. She's got like the skinhead on the sides, and she's got like 0 on the sides, and the 5 on the top, haircut there, a bit of crew cut. And these models are absolutely, they are quite stunning. And I love the bases. Look at the bases. Look how cool those bases are. You know, very dynamic. Dynamic, is that the right word? You know what I mean. A lot of effort's been put into these. There's like a vase there, it's being smashed open with what looks to be bits of gold in it. So, and likewise, this has been, you know, injected in the plastic's gold. So if you just want to you know, clip them out and have a little game. These are already gold. Shields are nice, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, the female one is resting on the shield, and she's got like the axe over her shoulder. And then we've got a big guy there. Where is he? With the dual-handed bottle axe. That's pretty cool. So yeah, they retail at £10, which I thought they would have been slightly more. So up to now, guys, this is worth £35. It's cost £2.99. So we've saved £32 and a penny up to now. That's amazing. You know, it's very good. I believe there's meant to be a poster in here as well. So we're gonna, if it's a good one, I might try and put it up, maybe in the back kitchen of the shop or something. So we've got a measuring ruler. You know, obviously that's going to cost something to make, isn't it? And it will come in useful for the game. So you know, you've got to say that's probably worth at least 50 pence to a pound. The dice again, probably got £1. Also, we've got a couple of things here. So we've got a bit of a mat here to play on. So that tells you where to set up your models. It's going to be a very close encounter. But yeah, that's very nice though. I like that. I could probably use that to take photos of my models on. And then we've got a poster with some information. Now, will this tell us what's in the upcoming ones? Like with issue 1 of Conquest, it had on one side all the stuff that we'd receive, and then on the other side it had no, so it doesn't. But it has a really nice picture of this Stormcast here. So I might try and get the crease out. If you know how to get these creases out, guys, so it just looks all flat and you can't really tell, let me know, because I'd like to put this up, put in a frame or something, to be honest. That'll look pretty nice. So it looks like I'm going to be doing Age of Sigmar. I've been wanting to do it for a while now, but it looks like with this coming out, with it introducing more players, because you know, one of my customers came in the other day, he's bought it, and he had a little game and stuff, and you know, it's pretty cool watching someone play a game that I've not really played. So I think I'll be having a couple of games with him as well. My mum's starting her own army, got a couple of other customers that do play it, but for some reason in my era, the meta isn't Age of Sigmar, it's more 40k. Anyway, be quiet. Some adverts here, what you get in the futures, how to subscribe, what's a freebies, paintbrushes, great. And I love that tankard. That's amazing. That tankard, I want it. Painting handle, not too bad. Some essential kit there. So I'm not sure whether I'll be able to subscribe, to be honest. But yeah, so here's some information about Age of Sigmar. Information here about the Stormcast Eternals. And some information here about the Sequitors. The artwork's lovely. Photos are nice there. Heavy metal teams painted them up. And if you love gold, this is the right army to collect. So the war gear of the Stormcast. So this is really, really informative. Very informative. Oh, what's this? Ooh, a map. A nice map there. And all the important places on this side. That's pretty cool. So yeah, you know what, guys? Like I said, I don't really know much about Age of Sigmar, but this seems very, very informative. So I can't actually wait to read this, because obviously with Conquest, I already know quite a lot because I've been collecting it for a long time. So there's the Nagash, he's the main bad guy. And then the Nighthawk, so that's the ones he controls. And there's some information about the Chainrasp, which they're the baddies that you get in this set. Baddies and goodies. The Vengeful Dead. A bit more information here. I'm not going to read it out, guys, because you know what I'm like. I'm absolutely terrible reading out on that, you know, out aloud. How to clip your stuff off and how to assemble it. You can just easy build, clip it together. Likewise with the Chainrasps there. And then how to paint. But we've got no paint yet of this set. So, you know, it just gives you a bit of information there on how to paint it, and you leave it at that basically. And then how to do a bit of a battle. So, so is it introducing you to the just close combat for now? I think it might be in them. That's quite interesting. And that's that. And that's the end.